Episode 19. The real purpose behind Muhammad's creation of Allah and his propaganda platform, the Quran. Here is an objective analysis that Muslims dare not think about. This presentation outlines the steps or stages that Muhammad, with his unique intelligence, carried out to establish a solid foundation for the God of Islam and the Quran, two pillars upon which he built a base to attract the male-dominated power of his time. All this was under the umbrella of the Mohammedan Empire, which he led in partnership with the God of Islam, driven by hidden motives of power, revenge, and personal interests. The topic will be divided into 5 sections. Section 1. The stages through which Muhammad paved the way for presenting and announcing Allah, along with declaring his close relationship with Allah and further asserting Allah's trust in Muhammad's morality and sincerity to spread the message of Islam. These stages showed ease and tolerance with no compulsion in submitting to Muhammad or his religion. Section 2. Allah's decrees to obey Muhammad, submit to his message, and declare Allah's absolute support and victory for Muhammad. Section 3. The gifts and rewards Muhammad prepared through Allah's decrees for his followers, especially the males. Section 4. Muhammad's special decrees agreed upon with his God to be exclusive. Section 5. Decrees of hatred and revenge, which Muhammad also agreed upon with Allah, his God, to eliminate his rivals. In this episode, I will cover sections 1 and 2. Starting with section 1, the stages of introducing Muhammad's God, Allah, and announcing him, including the clear indication of Muhammad's close relationship with Allah. The evidence for section 1, proofs for the preparation and announcement of Allah. First evidence, Muhammad's selection of the most famous deity of the Arabs, Allah, to be his worthy candidate for the throne of monotheism, bestowing upon him 99 unique attributes to attract the admiration and loyalty of all who believed in his message. The prominent verses that Muhammad presented, which indicate depth in mixing words to be challenging for human comprehension, include Surah Say, He is Allah, the One, which states that Muhammad's God is unique, eternal, has not begotten, nor has been begotten, and has no equal. Another verse summarizes Allah's attributes, saying, He is Allah, the Creator, the Inventor, the Fashioner, to Him belong the best names. Whatever is in the heavens and the earth is exalting Him. And He is the exalted in might, the wise. Second evidence, Muhammad's promotion of his God by announcing his virtues and blessings upon humanity. Allah is the benefactor and giver. He has granted you many blessings and will give you more if you thank Him. The Quran resounds with these declarations. So eat of what Allah has provided for you, which is lawful and good. And be grateful for the favor of Allah, if it is, indeed, Him that you worship. It is Allah who made for you the grazing animals upon which you ride, and some of them you eat. It is Allah who assigned for you the sea so that ships may sail upon it by His command. And if you should count the favors of Allah, you could not enumerate them. Third evidence, Muhammad informs his followers that God has purified and chosen him for a special message, adding that he, Muhammad, has a special relationship with God due to his good character and integrity. The Quran resounds with several verses in this regard. Verse, and indeed, you are of a great moral character, praising Muhammad exceptionally. Verse, there has certainly been for you in the Messenger of Allah an excellent pattern, endorsing Muhammad as the ideal example. Verse, O you who covers himself with a garment, arise and warn and magnify your Lord, and also, O Messenger, announce that which has been revealed to you from your Lord, giving humanity directives and instructions regarding Muhammad's mission. Now, I will move on to clarify section 2, which is obedience to Muhammad and God's endorsement of Muhammad, with the following evidence. Verse, he who obeys the messenger has obeyed Allah, indicating that obedience to Muhammad is obedience to God. Verse, and whoever obeys Allah and his messenger has certainly attained a great attainment, which shows a valuable reward for all who obey. Verse, O you who have believed, obey Allah and his messenger and do not turn from him, emphasizing obedience to Muhammad and commitment to his teachings. The urging verse, say, obey Allah and the messenger. But if they turn away, then indeed, Allah does not like the disbelievers, making obedience to Muhammad on par with obedience to God. Then we see God declaring His absolute support for Muhammad, saying in the Quran, and that Allah may support you with a mighty support. Muhammad further adds, in God's voice and through his Quran, that God will not care about all of you if you let down Muhammad, because God's support for him is an absolute truth, and if you have any doubt about that, then die in your rage, as this verse expresses, whoever thinks that Allah will not support him in this world and the hereafter, let him extend a rope to the ceiling, then cut off his breath, and let him see if his effort will remove that which enrages him. This concludes this episode, and I hope to see you soon to complete sections 3, 4, and 5 of this topic. You can follow more details on the credibility of the Quran in my book, The Islam Delusion, or my book Faith Exodus: Understand Muslim Apostasy. With my sincere regards and respect, wishing you health and safety.
Talal Ar-Rawandi